Okay guys, so let's get started. In this tutorial we are going just through the code. I will provide you that code at the bottom of the video tutorial so you can download it and use it for yourself. This time we are not coding an algorithm, but we are making a graphical interface for your algorithm, and you can basically reuse it and just change the informations on it. So let's get started. Here we can see how the final result is looking like. Okay, so no EA, just graphical interface this time. Okay, we have like here the spanner with the name of your algorithm, then we have the version, then we have the status, if it is connected or not. Then we have some stats. We can see the daily profit, total profit, open drawdown, and then some further informations and maybe an exit button to move out of all trades, or you can also remove that. Amazing, let's get started. Pretty easy and straightforward. First thing we are going to do is to create the following function. It's called create GUI. GUI, G-U-I, means just graphical user interface. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. Okay, first thing we are going to do here is to set up the background, the color and stuff like that. I will show you exactly what I mean. Okay, let's move this here. And here we go. So normally a chart looks like this. Okay, so that means we have those bars and no candles, but we want to have candles. Okay, instead of clicking here, we do that in the code, and then we change the chart mode. The current chart, the value chart mode is changed to chart candles. Very easy and straightforward. Then we change the background. In my case, we change it to gray. Then the next thing is we scale the chart, because right from the beginning it will look a bit like that. We don't want that. We want to have it scaled in like that. And the next thing is we want to set the chart foreground in the back, because normally it would look like this, and we don't want that. Therefore, we are moving with this line of code the chart in the background. And that is this line. Okay, great. Then next thing we are going to do is to create the rectangle, the first rectangle here at the top. Okay, we type down object create, we choose the chart window 0 is our big window. Then we give it a name, it's called interface, and then we want to create a rectangle, and then there are some other things to do, like sub window, datetime, double price and stuff like that. You can just keep it 0 for now, because we will give it certain pixels where we want to have it. Next thing is the corner. Corner 0 is the top left. So that always means if we move something with pixels, for example 30 pixels from the left, then we are going from this side to this side. We change here something, then we go from this side to this side. You know, that's our corner from which we are calculating. Then next thing is the background color of this interface. In my opinion, it's nearly black. In my case, it's nearly black. You can see it here. This is not totally black, it's nearly black. That's the hex code of it. Then next thing is the size of it. You can always do that by object set integer. Then you type down the window, as always, it's the primary one, that's 0. Then interface, that's the name of this object, and then we change the X size. And normally you're making it perfectly to fit your screen, but then you also have to keep in mind in the future you need to scale it down or scale it up depending on the terminal solution. So that means if someone is using your EA with a 4K screen, it will get adjusted accordingly. Or if someone has like not full HD, only HD screen, and then we have to give it more pixel to get like the same size, stuff like that. Less pixel to get like the same size. So it's just for scaling it down and scaling it up depending on the screen resolution. Okay, then that's the epsilon size. So we basically move it 300 to 400. If we go here, we can see it's 300 and 400. Next thing is the distance. So from X distance and epsilon distance, you can just go to the chart. We can see this is the epsilon distance and this is the X distance. And then you can just change it like you prefer it. Then there are some other things, how you want to have the border, the color, that's basically the outline, and also the width, so the how thick your border should be. And yeah, that's basically it. Then next thing is again a rectangle. That's the rectangle for the brand. Here you go, that's this one. We just do the same and scale it a little bit down. Next thing is the brand name. Here we do object create. Again, window 0, we give our object the name and then we call it object label. This one was an object rectangle label and this one was an object label. And then we do object set text. We are always talking about the object brand, and we give it the name FX Alchemist with this font. Next thing is the font size. We also have to scale it down, scale it up depending on the screen. And then we just move on with those regular and basic things. So we can remove the arrow handling. It's just still here because I made a copy and paste from my software. Right now we're not talking about arrow handlings. Arrow handlings just means that we show this when everything is perfect, and if there are some errors, for example, live trading is not allowed, the license is not connected and stuff like that, then there will be shown some other messages. For this example, we just go with this design straight away. Then again, some labels that status is successfully connected, the version, and so on. You can see it here, version, status, and so on. Then next thing we're going to do is to create this grid. By grid, I mean this line, this line, this line, this line, this, and this, and this. And that's also pretty basic. We can see that we are not doing that with lines, we are doing that with labels. So that basically means this is a object rectangle label. So same as this big one is this here a small one. And then we're creating this one, we're creating this one, then this one, then this one, this one, and this one. So it's basically just rectangles next to each other. And with that we can get this grid style here. So I will skip that. Pretty easy, straightforward process. It's totally the same. You just have to adjust it always. You have to change the size, you have to change the distances in order to put it where you want it on a chart. Pretty easy and straightforward. So here we are, here we have all the grids. And then again, we make some labels. Daily profit total, that's wrong. It's monthly profit. And the open drawdown. And yeah, go again here. We can see daily total, that's wrong. It should be monthly profit and the open drawdown. So pretty basic and straightforward. Then next thing is the daily P&L. So that means the actual profit. And for the beginning, we just type down 0%. Okay, that's this one. This, and this. Beginning, we just type down 0%, 0%, 0%. In the onTick function, we will then create a function where we adjust this all the time. Okay, again, it's just a label like all the other labels before. We have here, we create the label, then we give it a text with set text. It's 0%. Then the font, the color, the font size, the corner, and the distance. Pretty basic. Here again, some text we have on the screen. For example, in our case, how you can get a server, how you can install it on a server, and things like that. All just labels. Here again, we have like a rectangle label because that's a new grid. Yeah, basically this one here, the line to separate and look at and to make sure it looks good. This time you can see the size is 270 and 1. The rectangle is squeezed together to show only a line. You could also do that with a line, but like the regular lines, these lines are always, you see, from the beginning to the end of a chart. Therefore we cannot use it Therefore, we have to use like a rectangle, but just a flat one. Okay, then again, some text, pretty easy. And here we go with a button. It's also kind of similar, object create. How is this object called? Exit button, it's an object button. And from there we go on, and then we just change the color from the state of the button. So that means if the exit mode, the state of the exit mode button is false, then it should be blue. And if the state of the button is true, it should be green. That's just to make sure that everybody can see when we click it, it will go green. And if we unclick it, then it will go blue. So we can distinguish between the state of a button. Here again, same things, just changing color, size and stuff like that. Pretty easy. Okay, that's basically it. If you copy that into your MT4, into your code, then you basically will get this design straight away. But one thing we want to do now is we want to calculate the profit, open drawdown and monthly profit on your MT4. And therefore we have to create another function. This function is called adjust P&L. Profit net loss, does that mean? And here we go. Pretty easy function. First of all, we create a double and then we call for calculate daily profit loss percentage. We have to write this function. I will show you how. Pretty easy. Then at the beginning, we have to distinguish if it's a negative or a positive value. What we are getting here in return is either a negative value or a positive. But keep in mind, the positive value has never a plus in front of it. So it's an either 10% if you're 10% in profit, or it's minus 10 if we are on the negative side. So therefore, if the daily P&L is lower or equals 0, we want to just write it down. So that means object set text, the object daily P&L is called, and there we want to type down the daily P&L. We just do double to string and then daily P&L, comma 2 to make sure it has only 2 digits after the comma, and then we type plus because we want to add the percentage sign, because if we get like minus 10 or 0, there will be no percentage sign at the end. Therefore we have to add it here with a string, and we do the plus and then comma and then percentage sign, and from there we go. And otherwise, if the value is positive, then we want to add a plus, because as I said, if you get back like 10, then there is no plus in front of the 10. It's a positive number, but there's no plus sign, and we want to have that because at the end it should look like that. See, minus, plus, plus. Therefore, in this case, we have to add the plus sign, then plus the double to string, so the double value of the daily P&L get changed to a string with 2 digits after the comma, and then we add the percentage sign, and from there we go. And here the exact same, just we calculate the monthly P&L, and here we calculate the open P&L. Now let's check how those functions are built. Let's start with this one, calculate a monthly profit loss. Okay, first thing, we create a double. It's our total profit loss. Then first we initialize a double called total profit loss. Then we create the double current balance and we give it the value account balance. Then, since this is the monthly profit, we have to make a loop. In this loop, we start from 0 and we are looking through all the past trades in the history. So order history total will return something like 500, for example, if you have 500 trades in your history. And then we have to grab the trade. We do that by order select. We start with order 0 and we go up until we reach order history total. That's, for example, 500. Then we select this one and from there we go. Then first thing is we save in order close time the order close time of this trade. And why? Because we have to distinguish if it was closed during the current month, because this is monthly profit loss. That means we only want trades from this month. And then we basically just check if time month, that's a function we can call. Then we give it the order close time. Then we get a number back from 1 to 12. With that, we are getting the month. Then we are doing the same time month from time current. So time current is the current timestamp. So in my case, for example, it's this timestamp. And then we give this function the current timestamp, and in return we are getting the value of the current month. Then we have to check for something more. We have here the and sign. We check if the year is also matching, because if we would just check for this, then we would get like the profits and losses from this month and from the same month the year before and from the same month the year before. Therefore, we have also to check for the current year. So that means the year of the order close time has to be the same as the year from the current time. And the month from the order close time has to be the same from the month the current time. And from there we go. Then we calculate the total profit loss plus equals. So that means we always add it to this. We don't start always from new. We always add it to this variable. And we add the order profit, the order swap, and order commission. Boom, pretty easy. And then we just calculate it into the right percentage, because we don't want to have the value like profit of 6,000 here, where we want to have the percentage value, and therefore we have to calculate it. But every one of you knows how we can calculate percentages. Okay, great. Then daily is basically the exact same, just what we are doing here. Instead of calling time month, we're calling time day, and here time day. Then we are checking current day and only for orders within the current day. That's it. Pretty easy, simple and straightforward. And open drawdown, that's now a bit different. It's even easier. We just have to ask for the current balance and for the current equity. So just an easy example, our balance is, for example, 10,000. That means we have 10,000 on our account. Currently we have open minus 500. That means our equity is 9,500. And with that, we then can calculate the percentage. So it's basically equity minus the balance. Then we divide that, multiply it by 100. Yeah, pretty easy and straightforward process. You know how to get like a percentage value. And then we return it like on all the functions, and boom, that's basically the adjust P&L. Now every tick we are changing this here, this label. You can also label settings. Then we can see this is monthly P&L. And here we go. Here we are changing the monthly P&L object every tick with the new data. We ask here for the calculate monthly profit loss percentage, and we add it here. Yeah, it's easy and straightforward, guys. So you can use this. I will link it at the bottom. You can download the code and can build your own graphical user interface with that. There's one thing I would like to add. Please give the software your own name, because our brand has copyright on it, so I don't want that everyone is using our brand. This is just for the example, so please change that. And there's one more thing. What I would do is, if you want to make it like really, really good, then then you can add, for example, error handling. So that means only create those objects if trading is allowed, if there's enough balance on the account in order to get started, if the license is connected correctly, and then only show this. Otherwise, show this, and then you create error messages. So status not connected correctly. You still need to allow the live trading and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a thing I would suggest, and that's also what our software has, like a perfect error handling message. So that means if a client is messing up something, he's not allowing the live trading, then he will get notified about that. So that means basically this here is changing to a red error message and showing that he missed to allow it, and that's how he can do it and stuff like that. Okay, that's it. Pretty easy and straightforward. I know it's not like the regular type of tutorial we are always doing, but I want to save you some time, so there's no need to recreate everything. It's like it takes a while, you know. It's like stupid copy and paste of lines, because you don't write that down always. You create like one rectangle, then you copy and paste it, then you adjust it, then you copy and paste it, adjust it, copy and paste, adjust. You copy the text, one line, second line, third line. You're just doing copy and paste and changing the distance and the size and stuff like that. So I want to save you that, and therefore At the link in the bottom, you can find this nice graphical interface already prepared for your own EA if you are writing one in the future. So thank you very much guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider to subscribe our channel and hit me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Thanks guys, cheers.